Wish you a very good morning to all. So welcome in our science. So as you all know that we have nicely completed our chapter 1 and chapter number 2. So today I want to go for the chapter number 3. Before that I want to tell you the chapter 1 and 2 maximum number of students they have submitted their assignment, their exercise work on my WhatsApp number. But some of the students are left. They have not yet submitted their PDF file of their assignment, your homework. So it's my humble request to all the students, please submit so I can give you marks also and we have to record it. So it's my humble request to all of you, please submit chapter 1, chapter 2, exercise, take photo and make PDF file and send to me. And one more thing we did about the activity of chapter 1 and 2. Chapter 1 and 2, activity 1, that was a dictation of 10 words from chapter 1 and chapter 2. And activity 2nd, that was a definition of words. The definition, the words I have given that from chapter 1 and chapter 2. And only few students have sent that activity, and please, it's very important, very much important, because we have to record your marks, and that's why I am telling you, please send it, because dictation is very easy, even definitions are also very easy. So please complete your work and submit to me. So as soon as early you can submit, so I can go through it, I can give you marks and it will be recorded. So that's one thing I want to inform you. And now I am going for the 3rd chapter. Chapter number 3. It is a part of chapter where we are having 3 branches of science. Okay? So in that, if you know that the 3 parts of our science, in that we have first, that is chemistry, that all students are aware, chemistry. Second part is physics. Third is biology. Okay, so these are the 3 sub branches of science: physics, chemistry and biology. Chemistry, physics and biology. Okay, the chapters we have completed, chapter 1 and 2. Chapter 1 and 2, that is related to our biology, because most of the things related to the environment, even it related to the plants and animals, even different type of microorganisms. In biology also different branches are there, that already have mentioned: microbiology there, zoology there, botany there, many things are there. So here chapter 1 and 2, there is a part of our biology. Now the chapter which I am starting today, chapter 3, 4 and 5, that coming chapters will come after 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So they are the part of our chemistry. They are the part of our chemistry. So this chapter is a part of chemistry. So in this, synthetic fibers and plastic. So this is a chapter in the science part, that is physics, in the chemistry. So here synthetic fibers and plastics. So first of all, I want to tell you what is synthetic fibers and plastic. We must try to understand the title of the chapter. Synthetic fibers means what we are wearing, the different clothes we are wearing, different materials we are using. Okay, so that is made up of fibers, but that is synthesized. Synthesized means chemicals are there. You can say this is a shirt. Okay, this is a uniform. Now here, if I am using only natural fiber, there are 2 fibers that I will tell you: natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers means the fibers which we are getting from the nature. Okay, we will get fibers from the plants also, from the animals also. That all things we will discuss. So before that, I want to tell you, if you see the beginning, the introduction part of this chapter, page number 41. So it's mentioned that all the fabrics are made up of different types of fibers. And generally we can say fiber is a strong and flexible thread-like material which is used to make fabric. So which is used to make fabric. So which is used to make fabric. So fibers are strong and synthetic material which is used to make fabric. So what we discussed, what is fiber? Fiber is a strong and we can say flexible thread-like material which is used to make fabric. So they are strong fibers. If you take any of the example, suppose I will take this mask. Now this mask, you can see this is a mask, and in that it is made up of different flexible fibers. Okay, flexible fiber. You can see this is strong also and it is flexible also. This is a cotton, but it is not pure cotton. It is synthetic because it's a mixture of chemical. It is a mixture of chemical substances, and it is an industrial process, and it is human made. So that is also synthetic fiber. And fiber is what? Fibers is a strong and a flexible thread-like material. Fiber is a strong and flexible thread-like material which is used to make fabric. And here you can see the fibers are also used to make several household items like ropes and nets. Ropes, you know that also you are aware. That is of fiber. Okay, so this is a hard word for that I want to tell you. So fiber and fabric. So synthetic fibers and plastics. The chapter we have begun, and here I am giving you some hard words. So for that I will give you the PDF file. So in the PDF file all the hard words I have underlined in the chapter. So that you can write in the note. And I want very good handwriting. Some of the students are writing roughly. I have seen their PDF file also, and according marks they got. Okay, what they have written. If it is a rough work, I can give you rough mark. Okay, so those are writing in a very good or a fantabulous way. I can give them full marks. Okay, so that is one part you will take care of. So hard words, that PDF file I will make and I will upload today only, and it will be sent in your group only. So that can be done. So I am not wasting my time. So synthetic fibers and plastic hard words you will get in the form of PDF. So that will be sent in the group. So fiber is what? You understand that fiber is a strong and flexible thread-like structure material which used to make fabrics. And generally we are making roads, we are making ropes also, we are making nets also. Sometimes that hand knitting also, sweater also can be made by fibers. Okay, so that is about the fibers. Now here two important things we will discuss: the types of fibers. The types of fibers. This one. Types of fibers. Now, if you know that naturally and synthetically, fibers are of naturally and synthetically. So first we can say first fiber, that is a natural fiber. And the second fiber, that is synthetic. The word which is mentioned in the title. Synthetic fiber. Okay, so this one. So here natural fibers, generally we can take cotton, jute, linen, even we can take some of the animal fibers like wool, silk. Okay, so these are the examples of natural fibers. So natural fibers, the fibers can be obtained both from plants and animals from the nature. Okay, from the nature, because animals we have not made, plants we have not made, but human made things we call as a synthetic, but naturally occurring things we call as a natural fibers. The fibers coming from the nature, that we call the natural fiber, and fibers which is made by the humans in the industries. Okay, so that we call as synthetic fibers. So here the major difference between synthetic fibers and the natural fiber is the natural fibers obtained from the nature. They are obtained from the nature, and they are taken. They can obtain from animals also and plants also. So here the natural fiber PF means what? It is a plant fiber, and AF means it's an animal. Okay, so natural fiber, they are obtained from plants and animals from the nature. So they are considered as natural fibers. So you can understand what I mean to say. So the fibers which obtained from the nature from plants and animals. So from the plants and animals, they call as natural fibers. Generally we are using cotton, even jute, linen. So cotton we are getting from the cotton plant, jute fiber we are getting from the jute plant, and the linen fiber we are getting from the stalk of the flax plant, means which is dry. And some of the animal fibers, that is wool obtained from the sheep, and the silk is obtained from the cocoons of silkworms. So from there, and the silk cloth, you are aware about the silk cloth. Okay, that and wool generally we are using this type of material, this type of clothes in the winter season. So this is about the natural fibers. Now synthetic fibers. The synthetic fibers are synthesized. Synthetic fibers are synthesized in industries, and they are gone through different chemical processes. So it is industrial process. So fibers obtained through different chemical processes in the industries are known as human-made fibers or synthetic fibers. So you can understand what I am going to say. The synthetic fibers, they are human-made fibers, and they meet into they can form into industries. Okay, they form in the industry, and that's why it's a chemical process. So synthetic fibers are chemical substances. Because they are using chemicals to color, because this is a blue color, because of what? It is of chemical. And you can see any cloth, they are in different colors because of we are using chemical substances, and that process will be done in the industry, and whole process is carried out synthetically, and which is by human. And that's why synthetic fibers are human made. They are formed by the chemical processes, and they form in the industries. So here different type of synthetic fibers, and therefore if you see in the synthetic fibers are prepared using raw materials or petroleum origin called petrochemicals. So that's why synthetic chemicals are called petrochemicals. Because they obtain from the petroleum products. So this is about the petrochemicals, and the different type of synthetic fibers. We are having rayon we have nylon, polyester, then acrylic. Okay, so acrylic. These are the different names of fibers. That is acrylic fiber. Acrylic. Okay. So here two types of synthetic fibers: rayon, nylon, polyester, and acrylic. So these are the four main synthetic fibers. In exam it may ask what are the four main synthetic fibers. First is rayon, second is nylon, third is polyester, fourth is acrylic. Yeah. So these are all made by the humans. So here we can say that the four synthetic fibers they are categorized into rayon, nylon, polyester, and acrylic. Got it? So these are the four synthetic fibers. Now before that, we must understand how this type of synthetic fibers made. So synthetic fibers are made. There is a chain. You can see that all the units are joined together. So in that the molecules. What I am using molecules. Molecular unit. So molecular units join together. Okay. So they are making one chain. Suppose one molecule is here. Second molecule is here. Third molecule is here. So n number of molecules will be there. N number of molecules means there is no ending. So here molecule number 1, molecule number 2, molecule number 3, and molecule number n. So n number of molecules join together. They are joining together by fixed bond. They are forming by fixed bond. So that is a polymers. So if you see the definition, or in simple word, if you want to understand that is a necklace. You can take that example. All the units are joined. All the units are joined, then only it can make necklace. And even paper pins. All the paper pins are joined, and they it make one circle or any shape. So that is also one of the polymer shape. So here we can say only one unit will be there. If only one unit will be there, so this one unit we call as monomer. Monomer. Okay, only one unit. That's why it is called monomer. If it is two units, then di. If it is three, tri. Four, tetra. Okay, so like that. But here many units are joined together, and they are forming polymer. They are forming polymers. So here we can say that a monomer is a small molecule which can combine together end to end. Here we can see that they are combined end to end in a large number to form a large unit, that is called polymer. So monomer is what? Monomer is a small unit, only one unit. But perfect definition of polymer is a very large unit formed by the combination of large number of smaller molecules. So all the monomers are joined together. All the monomers, they are making large chain, and that we call as a polymers, and they are joined with the help of bonds. So this is a bond. They are joining with the bonds. If I want to make any polymers, whatever these are the four fingers, and I will join like this. Okay, so like this it will make big chain. So all the monomers, bond number 1, 2, 3, 4. So all are joined with the help of bonds. So that we call as a polymers. And the process of making polymers, that is polymerization. Polymerization is a process of joining together large number of small units, small molecules, monomers, to form a very large molecule, polymers. That is called polymerization. The process of making polymers, that is polymerization. that is called polymerization. And poly means many units, and more means repeating units. So all the units are repeating. You can see that all the units are getting repeated. So that is called repeating units. And now here the polymers are divided into two. One which is linear polymer, and second which is a cross linked polymer. Linear polymers, you can see the diagram, so that you will understand. You can see the linear polymers, page number 42. So all the units, you can see that all the units like this arranged in a chain. So that is called linear. Linear means they are in a what we can straight line. So they are in a straight line. So they join in a straight line like this. So that we call as linear polymers. And cross polymers means what? They can cross. You can see. They will join here, they will join here, they will join here. So like this they will form shape. Here like this. Okay. So you can understand here also they can form. So it is called cross-linked polymer. It is called cross-linked polymer. First, if you see, if you hide it, only one line there, one straight line there, that is a linear polymer. If all the polymers in a cross-linked position means all are interlinked, all are joined. So that we call cross-linked polymer. Okay. So here in the natural fiber also polymers. Cotton fiber is a polymer made up of cellulose. So therefore in the plants, grass, there is cellulose. Cellulose is present, and that cellulose is taken by the buffalo, cow and different animals. Even also we are having. So this is made up of many glucose molecules. So many glucose molecules are joined together and they are making cellulose. So glucose formula, you know that this is 6H12O6. This is the glucose. This is the glucose. This is the glucose. Okay. So all the glucose molecules, they join in the polymer chain. All the glucose will join, glucose 1, glucose 2, like this. Okay, they join and they form cellulose. So this is called polymerization of glucose molecules of cellulose. And same thing, the polymerization will be done in the amide molecule also. That is the nylon. In nylon, amide molecules. So they are also joined with the amide molecules. So that also you can see. Nylon, they are polymers, and cotton. So in that all the glucose molecules join. So they are polymers. So this is about the polymer, linear polymer and cross-linked polymer. And process we call as a polymerization. And here two type of polymers. One, if it is only small unit, one unit, that is monomer. If there are many units of molecules, they call as the polymers. Now come to the next part. So here the remaining part, if you see the types of synthetic fibers, so in that rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. That step by step when we will meet on Zoom meeting, that time we will discuss in detail. So right now just I am telling you the overview of this chapter. So here some brief introduction about the synthetic fibers, the rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. So rayon, generally you know that when you come on page number 42, the types of synthetic fibers. So in that rayon is what? It is an artificial silk. And it is cheaper than silk and can be dried easily. So rayon the usage, if you see, rayon is used in the textile industry for making fabrics. And the second, the rayon is mixed with the cotton to make bed sheets, dresses, aprons and caps. Okay, so these are the uses, and that all things we will discuss on the June meeting. So that will be easy for us. And second, if you see, there is nylon. In nylon, if you know that the nylon word, so it is a combine of New York and London. So New York, first two letters, and next two three letters taken from the London. So two cities where it was simultaneously developed and marketed. So that's why New York and London. Behalf of that, the name of the synthetic fiber is given as nylon. Nylon, New York and London. Okay, that's why it's given nylon. And nylon is a polymeride fiber, means polymer prepared by the polymerization of a large number of amide molecules. Okay, so it is not glucose molecule, it is amide molecules, means amino acids, amide molecules. And uses of this nylon, they are used to make socks, then they are used to make ropes, they are used to make sports rackets. Okay, that even in the cricket also they are used to make different hand gloves and other things. Now come to the polyester. So polyester is made up of repeating unit of chemicals. Polyester is made up of repeating unit of chemicals and called as ester. And esters are the chemical which give fruity smell. Polyester, if you take any polyester, the smell is different as compared to cotton or nylon. Okay, so they are giving a different smell. So we can easily identify whether it is cotton, nylon or polyester. So then uses of polyester, they are used to make dress materials, curtains, even they are used to make we can say nails also, they are making the design. Then water hoses for the fire fighting operations, and they are using the teddy wood to make shirts also. Even shirts also make with the help of polyester. Now last type of synthetic fiber, that is acrylic. Now acrylic, you will see the acrylic is made up of synthetic fibers made from the polymers, that is acrylonitrile. So you can see the name of the acrylic fiber, the synthetic fiber made from the polymer, that is polyacrylonitrile. 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 Polyacrylonitrile we are using to make the synthetic fiber, and here polyacrylonitrile is obtained by the polymerization reaction of a large number of acrylonitrile molecules, and which is manufactured from the petroleum. So petroleum distillation, the fractional distillation of petroleum, after that they are collecting that material and they are making the acrylic fiber. Now acrylic fibers generally we are using in the jackets, in blankets also, shawls also, even sweaters in the winter season, and pillow and other things. So we are using to cover that pillow. So in that also we are using acrylic fibers. Now advantage and disadvantages quickly we will complete. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of using synthetic fibers? So here first advantage of synthetic fiber, there is high tensile strength, means highly durable. So synthetic fibers are very strong and have a high tensile strength, as they cannot hold large weight without breaking. So they are very strong. It is very difficult to break them. So they have highly tensile strength. Second, that is a low water absorption. Means synthetic fibers absorb very little amount of water. So it will get dry easily. So low water absorption and drip dry and rapidly they get dry. Third advantage is good elasticity. Good elasticity means we can fold it, they will come into the original shape. When we fold and when we release it, it will come to the original shape. So regain their original shape means they have good elasticity. Third is wrinkle resistance. So they are wrinkle free and keep permanent crease. Means the shape will come as it is. Fifth is abrasion resistant. So here high abrasion means wear and tear. So it will be tear and wear very easily. So in that they are abrasion resistant, mouth resistant. So most of the synthetic fibers are not attached by the moths and molds. So in that microorganisms will not affect anything. So that is the advantage of synthetic fibers. Then lightweight, the weight is very less as compared to the natural fibers. Then inertness, the most synthetic fibers are chemically more inert than the natural fibers, because these natural fibers are made in the industries and they are human made, so they are passing with the polymerization processes. And last, there is a less expensive, so in less amount and it is very affordable. So it's use of advantages of synthetic fiber. The last now we will discuss, that is a disadvantage. So first disadvantage, that is melt and burn easily. If it will catch fire, so they will burn very easily, and their melting and burning is easy. So that is also one of the disadvantage. And second is they are non-biodegradable. So this is the biggest disadvantage of synthetic fibers, because synthetic fibers, they are non-biodegradable. I mean, they are not able to decompose by the bacteria when we keep outside. Okay, so that is the biggest disadvantage we can take. And third is uncomfortable during summer. So because temperature is more, this type of clothes we are not able to wear. The reason, high temperature. And these are the chemicals, so it will damage to the skin. So we are avoiding to wear the synthetic fibers, synthetic uniform into the summer. And last, there is a cause skin problems also. So here also one of the big disadvantage, to develop static electricity. So if you know that we have experience also, we are using this type of synthetic fibers, so it will damage to the skin. And example, if you know that the spark may cause skin disease, that is eczema, and many people are suffering from this. So these are some advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers. So once again, let's revise quickly what we discussed. The hardwares will be given to you. Then fibers are the strong and flexible material which is used to make fabrics. The types of fibers, in that natural fibers we have, synthetic fibers we have, and when we talk about natural fibers, there are two types, plants and animal fibers. When it comes to the synthetic fibers are human-made fibers, because the process will be done in the industry and they are using chemicals to proceed. So here also they are going for the chemical process. And different synthetic fibers, rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. Then here what we discuss about polymer. So polymers are the large unit of molecules. They are joined end to end to form one long chain, and that we call as the polymers, and the process will be that is polymerization. So here molecule they form cross link in the joint end to end and with other also. So that is called cross link polymer. Then advantages and disadvantages recently we discussed. So this is about the synthetic fibers, and remaining topic, that is plastic, kinds of plastic, thermoplastic, thermosetting plastic, and plastic that affect the environment. That all things we will discuss in coming video, that we will come on Zoom application online. So that time if any doubt will be there, you can ask me and we will have discussion also. So please write the words which I will give you PDF file today itself, and then you will write. So thank you. Have a nice day.